The United States offers several types of legal entities through which a business can carry on activities. Among these are the following. Entity type number 1, sole proprietorship. This is the simplest type of business, which you launch under your own name or under a business name. Entity type number 2, partnership. A partnership is an agreement between two or more parties, individuals and/or businesses, to manage and operate a business and share its profits. Here are 4 forms of partnerships: general partnership, limited partnership, limited liability partnership, limited liability limited partnership. These last 3 forms of partnerships are special and are often used when purchasing real estate or businesses. Entity type number 3, limited liability company, LLC. According to Investopedia, a limited liability company, LLC, is a corporate structure in the United States whereby the owners are not personally liable for the company's debts or liabilities. Limited liability companies are hybrid entities that combine the characteristics of a corporation with those of a partnership or sole proprietorship. There are mainly 4 forms of LLCs. Form 1, limited liability company. In its basic form, this kind of LLC is the most popular in the United States. Form 2, professional limited liability company. This kind of LLC is used primarily by U.S. professionals, lawyers, accountants, architects, engineers, etc. Form 3, public benefit limited liability company. This kind of LLC is recent in the United States and is not yet available in all states. In short, it involves a profit-oriented LLC that has a social mission intended to provide one or more benefits in the public interest and act responsibly and sustainably. The notion of public benefit implies that the LLC must have positive effects or reduce negative effects for well-defined persons, entities, or communities. The types of effects include, but are not limited to, the following: artistic, charitable, cultural, economic, environmental, literary, medical, religious, scientific, or technological. It is expected that this specific kind of LLC will rarely be used. Form 4, Series LLC. Currently available in only a few states, this kind of LLC makes it possible to create an umbrella structure under which there are several sub-LLCs. This can be interesting in some areas, such as holding property or managing risky projects. Entity type number 4, corporations. According to Investopedia, a corporation is a legal entity that is separate and distinct from its owners. Corporations enjoy most of the rights and responsibilities that individuals possess. They can enter contracts, loan and borrow money, sue and be sued, hire employees, own assets, and pay taxes. Here are some forms of corporations. Form 1, General Corporation. It is a popular type of corporation in the United States. We often hear the terms C Corporation or S Corporation. This is a tax distinction, not a corporate one. The tax treatment of a general corporation is provided for in Subchapter C of the Internal Revenue Code. However, it is possible for a general corporation to ask the American tax authorities, Internal Revenue Service, referred to as the IRS, to cover its tax treatment under Subchapter S of the law. Without going into detail, it should simply be noted that this change in tax treatment is granted by the IRS upon request, but only if specific criteria are met. One of these criteria requires that all shareholders of the general corporation be U.S. citizens or tax residents. Therefore, if only one of the shareholders is not a citizen or tax resident of the United States, the general corporation remains governed by Subchapter C of the Internal Revenue Code. By default, a general corporation is therefore a C corporation. Form 2. Close corporation. A close corporation, which is not very popular in the United States, is similar to a general corporation, except in the following respects. First, the number of shareholders is limited to 30. Second, any transfer of shares must be subject to the prior approval of the directors and shareholders. Finally, it is forbidden to sell the shares on the public market of the stock exchange. Form 3. Professional corporation. As in the case of the professional LLC, the professional corporation is mainly used by U.S. professionals. Form 4. Non-profit corporation. In this case, the name says it all. Form 5. Public benefit corporation. A public benefit corporation is similar to a public benefit LLC, as discussed earlier.